everyone and welcome to my channel Handmade Everyday. I post videos about sewing once a week, and in today's video I share all about my sewing room. So if it's something that's interesting for you, please stay tuned. I often forget to talk about my outfit, but today I won't. I'm wearing this bond shirt. It's a pattern from Itch to Stitch. I love it. I've made it several times and I feel like it's the shirt that fits me the best of all the shirts that I've made. Really like this collar, the V shape. I feel like it's so nice. I like the narrower cuffs. And if you're interested in buying this pattern at no cost to you, you can use my affiliate links for Itch to Stitch patterns down below. It would mean the world to me because I get a small commission when you use these links. Without further ado, here's my sewing space. So I share this room with my boyfriend. He has a desk with his computer and all like his stuff. He has a YouTube channel about tech, and that's where he does all his reviews and stuff. But this desk is my space. Like many of you, I guess, I've been working remotely for 4 weeks, so if I would have done this tour 4 weeks before now, it would not have been the same. This screen would not have been there. But now that I'm working from home, I try to make this space the most multi-purpose as I can. So this screen was sent to me by my employer so that I can have a better setup at home. I already have a great setup and feel really grateful. This desk was given to me by my boyfriend, and it's a standing desk, which means that the height can go up or down. So that's really useful because, as you can see, the foot of my serger is a lot higher than the foot of my regular sewing machine, and that makes a difference to where I want my desk to be so that my eyes and my neck can be in an optimal position. It's also the same with my desk setup. It's all like different heights for all these purposes, like the serger, the sewing machine, and the work from home setup. So I'm really grateful for this desk. Also, I have a great chair that was also gifted to me by my boyfriend, and it rolls, so that's really nice because I can just roll over to my serger, roll over to my sewing machine, or roll over to my ironing space. So that's really nice. I have this mat that covers my desk. It's also a gift from my boyfriend, and it's really useful because it cleans very well and it's comfortable to work on, and my sewing machines can slide closer to me or further when I'm working. I move my sewing machines to this side of the desk, and both of them are covered, of course, because I have a cat and it's really important for me to clean up my space when I'm done, because otherwise he eats the threads. He gave us a few scares before I did the covers for my machine by eating some serger thread, and that's really not good for them. So that's one thing that's really important for me, to clean this space when I'm done. And yeah, there's my ironing board with my iron. It's a Rowenta, and I really like it. Oh, it's stuck. I really like it. It's really heavy, and I think this is one of the things that's the most important with an iron. It has to have some weight to really press your fabric down. So this machine is the Brother HE240. It's a sewing machine and an embroidery machine. I love it. It's a great machine for a lot of things. I made coats, I made jeans, and it was really working well for all of it. The only thing that I would say is that the automatic needle threader is broken. I had it fixed at a sewing machine repair shop, and it broke again. I feel like it's just cheap, so I'm not bothering with it again, and I'm just you know, threading the the needles myself. It's not a big deal, but yeah, so that's one thing. Other than that, it works great. It also has an embroidery unit, so I will just show you very quickly. So it's this part that you just insert here, and then you have these little tools that you use and insert here. I will try to show work that I did with this embroidery machine. I really like that. I don't use it a lot, but I feel like it's really good to have this option to personalize your clothes or maybe some gifts that you want to make to others. My serger is the Husqvarna H Class 250S, and I really like it, especially because the front unit opens up completely, which is really useful when you want to clean the machine or change the threads. It's nothing fancy, but it does what I need it to do, so I really like that. So here's basically my machine, and their little covers. Nothing fancy again. I did this one myself, and it's not pretty, but it really does what I need it to do. And the cover for my brother machine is the original that came with the machine, and I really like it because it has pockets, so I store like my scissors, I store tape measure here, and the little labels with my my name on it. I have tweezers, seam ripper, and some needles for my machine. I always keep this next to me when I'm sewing, so I have all my tools on hand. I will switch the camera to show you in the closet where I hide all my other sewing stuff. So in this closet I store my fabrics, the patterns that I will sew in the near future with all my notion. In this little cabinet I store really all the notions that I need. So in this first drawers are all my threads. I can try to show you. So that's the best I can get them to be organized. And it's often a mess there, I won't lie. Here are the projects that I'm currently working on. So I have the pattern that I will work on next, and as you can see I have all my little kits to do masks because that's what I've been doing lately. And here are all, oh, you cannot really see. Here are all my elastic, zippers, bias tape, you know, all the things that I need. I have some buttons here. Here I have the thread for my embroidery machine because it is different thread for the top spool when you do embroidery. I have you know, stuff to do like buttons for jeans and jean jackets. I have these little tools, you know, like a lot of random stuff, and that's not the best organization, but it's the best way that I found. Here I store the knits that I have, and this interfacing, and leftover spools of thread for my serger. Not leftover, I mean just thread for my serger. And in this last drawer I store the wovens that I worked with in the past, but that I have leftover pieces, and you know that I know I want to do something out of them, but I'm just keeping them on hand. This is a box for my boyfriend, and the box at the back is my crafting supplies and my sewing books. So these two boxes are his too. Here in this little organizer I have my embroidery machine stuff, my computer things for work, and that's about it. Now you probably wonder where is my fabric stash, and I'm pleased to inform you that this is all the fabric I have. So these are the fabrics that I haven't worked with yet. So this one is not true though. I did make a blazer, but I want to make a little skirt out of it. I have leftovers. Yeah, so these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 fabrics are the fabrics that I haven't worked with yet in my stash. And here they're the projects that are ongoing, not finished, or I didn't photograph them yet. Here, this pair of shorts is not done yet, but I made this cool, in my opinion, embroidery detail on the back pocket, and I still need to top stitch the waistband. This is a cielo top that I didn't finish. As you can see, the neckline, it's more like a muslin. Oh, this is a dress that I haven't, oops. This is a dress that I haven't photographed yet, but it's finished. And same for these little summer shorts. So that's it for this closet that has a lot of the sewing notions, fabric, and patterns. Oh, also, I didn't speak about this. This is a bag. I need to work on this. I'm not sure. This is not the final organization, but these are the patterns that I want to work with in a short-term base. Probably my inspiration. I also like to do pattern comparison before sewing something. So for pants, I always look at the crotch length, the inseam, etc. Like all the pieces that I can compare, I do. So that's why I keep kind of like my basic patterns that I love in this bag, so that they're on hand. And here it's really more in the second drawer, it's more the projects that I'm working on right now. But it's not over, there's still one thing that I want to show you. So here is the very last of all my sewing supplies. I go here every day. It's in this drawer of our shared room. So on the right I have my little journal, sewing journals, where I keep the dates of which makes I made when. I also keep track of that in my Trello application, but I like this little booklet because sometimes I make notes or sketches. I also have all my supplies to do to assemble PDF patterns, so tape and scissors, and I have the foot for my sewing machine in this little box with all the other needles for my machine. So now you just went through all my sewing stuff, although I have to say that I do have lots of patterns that are stored in our locker in the garage. So this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I feel like seeing the creative space of other sewists really inspire me to make my space the more functional that it can be. So I hope it was useful for you. If you have tips to share with me, please comment in the comments below. I hope you're safe, happy sewing, and I will see you in the next sewing video. Bye!